EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Tennessee Titans. Playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Kaepernick. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will have a Titans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? It was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing Jones. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Now Jones. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He's got Burton here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Kaepernick to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now Kaepernick again. This will go to Henry out wide. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. They hand this off to Harris. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It's caught, Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A good pickup there, a 22. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is James White. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second down and goal. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. And Folk's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. He'll buy some time right. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. Jones has it. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this 1st half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, this is Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Smith with a first down and more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Harry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Full connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned,
it got his man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. So that'll back them up 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. On play action, it's Kaepernick. This one into the hands of Burton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They run on first down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
He's got Smith here.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Back to throw. Jones. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now a first down carry for Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough.
On the give, this is Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Off play action. Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jarrell Casey just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Jones flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And Folk's kick is good. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He'll find Harry on the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now a handoff to Henry. And he will have first down as he gets this to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you use the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the
middle linebacker. We would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. This is Smith with a grab. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. His throw incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And folks, kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
The drive starts for the completion left side, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Kaepernick now to throw. he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Matt Judon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Harris. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Pats, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis,